You guys have no idea how long I've waited to watch this video. This morning I saw this everywhere my YouTube recommended, right? All like, oh, Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, all these like random clips. I have resisted the urge to watch all of them just because I want an actual authentic reaction. I don't want to be faking reactions out here. So without further ado, I can't wait to see this because they're polar opposites. Jake Paul's at this point, I think Jake Paul's proven himself to be a fighter at least. But Ben Askren's like a real fighter. He had that as his job at one point. But this should be interesting to see how they interact with each other. We'll see. Let's get it.
No, 100%. I mean, this guy's striking is that of a grandma. Quite literally, if I put a grandma in against Jorge Masvidal, she would have lasted longer than this guy. You know, he's a good athlete, they say, but April 17th, he's going to get exposed. You're going to see the difference of a wannabe fighter, you know, a guy who choked in the Olympics, a guy who choked in the UFC, and now a guy who's going to choke against Jake Paul. I'm going to end this guy's career as an embarrassment. Masvidal did it once, I'm about to do it again.
Dude, I fucking love, okay, at this point, I haven't came to really like Jake Paul, but I love how he's such a dick. That is fucking great. But no, what he was saying with the MMA fighter versus boxer is really interesting because most of the people in MMA started MMA from wrestling. Like, for example, Ben Askren. But Ben Askren did not do any striking in the UFC. If you guys think Ben Askren's going to win this fight, which he could take a punch, but I don't know. He had hip surgery. There's a lot of reasons I think he's going to lose. But look up Ben Askren striking highlights, and you'll be pretty convinced he's not going to win. But anyways, let me carry on.
All right, so all of that having been said, Ben, you indicate that the difference is not about the skill, it's about the toughness.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd heard of Jake Paul prior to accepting this fight, but I couldn't have told you a lot about him or his brother. I knew, you know, he kind of came up in his brother's shadow. He was trying to fill his brother's footsteps. You know, his brother is a lot more talented, has a larger following. Those type of things.
You literally went on your Instagram and asked people for roast. You asked people for roast on your Instagram, and that was the top comment was say that his brother is better than him.
Is he?
That's like calling Kylie Jenner Kendall Jenner. Like,
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah,
anyway, so
like, doesn't matter. Still a compliment. Okay. I would love to be Logan. Logan's a great kid. Both stars, both taking over the world at a young age.
Okay, so when Logan's little brother called me out, you know, I thought about it. Like,
you actually called me out. Let's get the facts straight. You called me out the week of the Nate Robinson fight. So continue.
Yeah. Okay, so when Logan's little brother called me out the week of the Nate Robinson fight, I said, sure, more than happy to, right? I like to fight. I've been fighting for a long time. Never boxing, but I've done wrestling, mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu. And, you know, I thought, well, from his angle, what's he doing? And, you know, I asked some of my kids at my academy, what's this guy all about? And they said, he's a bully, he's a dick. And so I think from his angle...
Exactly what I just said. If you ask people who Jake Paul is, they won't be like, oh, this super nice, generous guy. No one would ever say that about Jake Paul. Usually, oh, that's a fucking asshole. Oh, what a douchebag. You know what I mean? No one's ever like, Jake Paul, man, that's a fucking great guy. No one's ever said that. But in a way, it's kind of funny because Jake Paul shaped that as his whole character, and I kind of respect him for that. But let's keep going. And by the way, in these encounters, Ben Askren's just letting himself get interrupted when he's talking. A tip for you guys is never get interrupted when you're talking. Always finish your thought. Never... It's like just a basic thing that I have to say. But anyways, let's keep going.
I'm trying to wait for you to stop talking. Okay. So anyways, like, this is typical bully behavior, but obviously sometimes the bully picks the wrong person.
This is the fucking fight game, you pussy-ass bitch. This is the fucking fight game. Yeah, I'll bully you around just like I'm going to bully you in the ring. Shut the fuck up. You sound like a middle schooler. Oh, he's bullying me. Shut the fuck up.
Now, I was talking to your mentality. You're not going to bully me. That's not going to happen. And you know, like, Jake, if you and I ran into each other in the back alley in Las Vegas and I wanted to do a homicide.
Do it right now then. We're running into each other right now. Come on.
Someone's going to stop you. You got like 27 people.
That's That's what I thought.
Yeah, okay.
Big
so,
vein.
anyways, I would do a homicide on you if I wanted to.
Yeah.
You said it was a homicide.
All right. Well, there you are. I guess that sets the table pretty well.
Do you pay them as coaches or groupies, or do you just give them like sloppy seconds and social media shout-outs?
Yeah, I give them a ton of dry over the pants hand jobs. Maybe say your joke again, and we can all remember to laugh. Say it one more time. We can just all laugh afterwards, just so you feel good about yourself. Say it one more time for us.
He's a fucking dick.
Do you have another question?
Yeah.
Look at the cock on this guy.
I knew he was
I
going
can
to
see
say it. I was
myself
waiting
coaching
for
my
it.
son one day.
Someone's gonna let you have kids?
That was a pretty fucking good one.
First one is for Jake. Jake, celebrity boxing isn't anything new, but it's certainly enjoying a moment.
Hey, it's
What do
your
you think
dad
it is
calling
about
in.
yourself that's made it successful?
It's your dad calling in. Look,
Are you still alive?
he's still alive, bro. I'm about to take him out.
Flip-flop, man.
Hey, he's still alive.
Dude, Jake Paul, look how
Don't worry, I'm
bad
gonna
that-
finish him off. Yeah, don't worry.
Tell him I like them flip-flops, man.
He said he likes your flip-flops. That's my guy, Masvidal. Does that bother you, by the way, that you got knocked out in 5 seconds?
it happens.
Doesn't bother you?
Not really.
It doesn't really happen, by the way. That's only happened once.
You got a record.
You literally have the record.
I literally have the record,
You
yeah.
hold the record.
The record.
Yeah. 5 seconds.
Yes.
It doesn't like haunt you at all. That like
It
you're
does not
probably the
bother
most
me, Jake.
embarrassing fighter in UFC history.
Jake, I know you have low self-esteem, but you
Yep.
don't need to project it onto me.
So this clip doesn't bother you?
I've only seen it like a million times. Doesn't bother me. No.
Are you sure?
Sure.
We'll do the same thing to you.
Yeah. I don't think you're allowed to throw knees in boxing, Jake.
Well, I'm gonna knock you out. It's the same thing.
Okay. Good luck.
Really, at the end of the day, this isn't celebrity boxing. I am a celebrity who is boxing, yes, but I'm a real fighter. I've shown that. I'm 3-0, 3 KOs, 2-0 as a professional with 2 KOs.
This is a good argument right here. Is Jake Paul a real fighter? I'm not denying Jake Paul, but like he's not a real fighter. It's not his main job. It's not how he puts food on the table. He puts food on the table making his YouTube videos, his merch, right? That's how he started putting food on the table.
But I'm the only celebrity or influencer that's fought in like the past 2 years, so I'm really the only one doing it. So
My next question is for
Discounting
Ben.
Logan? Logan doesn't count or what?
he hasn't fought in 2 years. If you paid
Oh,
attention
so you
closely to what I was
excluded him.
saying. And look, Logan's great. He's a celebrity who's boxing, but at the end of the day, again, Logan is a real fighter who would whoop on a lot of guys.
Who's better, you or him at boxing?
Me, hands down. That's why I'm 3-0, 3 KOs. He's 0-1-1.
Yeah. He ever whoop your ass when you were the little brother? That was a question, Jake. You're supposed to respond.
I just don't care about your questions.
Okay. So I'll take that as he rubbed your face in the carpet on a weekly basis.
That was a CLA comeback. That
Yeah,
was a
sure,
comeback.
Ben.
One sec. The whole press conference, Jake has done such a good job of blocking out Ben Askren's comebacks. As Ben Askren's, I don't want to like be a dick to Ben Askren. Right. He's a fucking professional fighter. But he is such a fucking beta, bro. Letting Jake, he was talking all this shit. Oh, like this YouTuber, I'm gonna beat this little kid up. Dude, you're looking like a little kid out here. You're getting like snored on. It looks like he's almost like seeking validation from Jake Paul. Like this is embarrassing for him. But let's continue. All right, let me see the stare down. Let me see what happened. Damn, I'm gonna say it right now. Ben Askren looks a lot smaller than I thought he'd look next to Jake Paul. I did not know. What's Ben Askren's height, bro? Let's go see. Bro, Jake Paul looks like such a pussy doing that shit. Okay, so what I got from the stare down was that clearly from my view, Ben Askren is smaller than Jake Paul. He is less athletic than Jake Paul. But he's a slightly, I hate to say this because, fuck, he doesn't look tough. Like Jorge Masvidal said, he looks like a fucking science teacher. He looks like so beta. But anyways, aside from the point, to be fair to him, he did take some fucking insane shots from Robbie Lawler in their fight. If you want to go look that up too, I encourage you to watch that. So the dude could take a fucking punch, but I don't know. I think he's a little bit past his hill. He had hip surgery. He came off those 2 losses in the UFC. He has no striking ability. I think Jake Paul, my prediction. Oh, okay, let's go like this. I have 3 predictions for their fight. And I have 1, Ben Askren looks terrible and gets knocked out in the first round. 2, it's a TKO in like round 4 or something like that. Then the only way Ben Askren could win the fight is if he gets Jake Paul tired and he gets him to the distance. But again, I feel like Jake Paul, even in the one scenario that I have Ben Askren winning, I just think Jake Paul might even win. Because Jake Paul, I'm going to say it right now, you guys are not going to believe me. In technical boxing, I think Jake Paul has better technical boxing than Ben Askren has. Because Jake Paul has been, from everything I hear in his fights, he loves boxing. He takes it seriously. He puts in fucking work, to be fair to him. And he knows boxing, and he's been doing it for a while. So, to be fair to him, I think he's going to get... I think he's going to get the knockout he's looking for. I'm going to be honest. My official prediction, I think the highest % chance is going to be a knockout. The lowest is going to be a Ben Askren decision, but I think it's just going to end up in a Jake Paul knockout. I don't think this fight goes to a decision. The only way it goes to a decision is a Ben Askren potential win, but you never know. It's a fight. Especially with these fights, you just never know because they're so random. I will bet everyone $100 Ben Askren doesn't knock out Jake Paul cold. That won't happen. Ben Askren doesn't have power to do that. Hell, he might TKO Jake Paul, which I fucking doubt that. I think Jake Paul is going to murder him in the first round. Ben Askren took the fight because he needed some money. Fair enough, because to be honest, this is a smart move for Ben Askren because boxing, it's not as risky as MMA was. And honestly, he's not going to get... The worst that could happen, he gets knocked out. I don't think he's going to die from Jake Paul or anything like that, so... I think it was a smart move. He's taken so many hits at this point from way bigger, better guys than Jake Paul. I think he'll be chilling. Alright, anyways, guys, that was the press conference reaction, though. Kinda insane. Hope you guys enjoyed it.